Atlanta. And this is a very important topic to me because Atlanta has been the home of so many different people's careers. Atlanta has been a place that has allowed so many people who look like us an opportunity to be employed. And I personally believe that we owe the city. A lot of people owe the city. You know, I see so many people coming, capping, talking shit, but I always tell people, like, if where you from is so fucking good, then go back there. Why are you here? You know what I'm saying? And I always tell people, like, what are we gonna give back? Like, what are we gonna give back to the city? Like, now this is the #1 place in the whole entire earth to shoot a movie. You know? So that means that we have to find a way to make sure that there's more people cutting hair, there's more grips, there's more cameramen. You know, that's one thing that I'm very proud of about our show. Everybody on our show looks like us. You know what I'm saying? And doing the same level of work or better, you know? So today, we have a special surprise. I wasn't gonna tell you at first, Lee, because I know that this is really dope to you. But coming up is DJ Toomp. Come on, Toomp!
Come on, Toomp!
Hey. Oh, shit, son! Introduce yourself, tell them what you've done. Yeah, like, just everything, bro.
Hey, man. ATL beat banger, Southern hip hop god, DJ Toomp. Been banging for 33 years, man. You know, all the way from the MU Drumulator all the way to Studio One.
Right, bro. Like, who were you like the DJ for? Like at first, when people first heard your name.
Oh, you talking about the beginning?
Yeah.
Well, I started DJing in '83, man. I was a little middle school dude, you know. Pause button tapes. Then I worked my way into really working, you know, real turntables. Mm-hmm. But the first person I DJed for was Raheem the Dream.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, man.
We was at Thorough High together, man. You know. Yes, sir. Damn right.
And man, like the reason why that's so important, man, for you to go from Raheem the Dream to Tip to Kanye, Shadi. Yeah, Shadi.
Yeah, Shadi, 88.
Right.
87, 88.
And, you know, what people don't know, and one of the reasons why I brought you, when I first moved to Atlanta, y'all were two people who were fighting for the pride of your city.
Damn right.
And that's been something that has always been important to you, man. And you one of the few people, like so many people fell off and didn't have an opportunity to use their wisdom.
True.
And all of the things that they've been through. And you're one of the few people, bro. So we applaud you, bro.
Hey, man. Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
So, bro, like, when I first came to Atlanta, I was sleeping in Miss Laura's basement.
Hey, man, right around the corner from the crib,
and that was right around the corner to your mom's house,
yeah,
right,
my dad, bro? Yeah, still stay there.
And I
Southwest.
I remember, bro, because I used to want to go. I think I did go over there and knock on it. Didn't I come over there and knock on the door one time?
One time, man. I wonder, was that the time with Tip? I think that was a little bit before Tip.
That was way before. That was even before David Banner.
Wow.
Like, that was before Like a Pimp. That was before all that.
Yeah.
And I remember, bro, you coming out talking to me, and because you knew Miss Laura, bro, you was so kind to me. And I know it was sort of spooky.
Yeah, because I mean, just like, yeah, he's from Mississippi, he's my nephew.
Yeah.
And I forgot, what was your cousin's name?
Julian.
Okay, yeah. I remember it was a J name. Yeah.
And bro, you was always so kind, man. And like as stuff formulated, man, and especially with your success with Tip and my success with Tip, our careers would always cross, bro.
Boy, it took us somewhere.
Oh,
bro. It
boy.
changed everything. Bro.
And I remember coming to the studio that you had over by Greenbrier. You remember that studio?
Campbellton.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, right across from the Crystals. Yeah, up the steps. Yeah, that was the spot. Listen, man, some hits came out of that building right there, bro.
It was
for real.
Some hits, some gunshots.
So, yeah, Campbellton ain't no joke. Yeah. Oh, yeah, it was a lot of that going
and then
on,
we
too.
not gonna, and once everybody blew up, hey, Scott, he stayed down the hall from...
Oh.
Yeah, so we had
I caught him a few times on the elevator.
Late at night.
Either early morning.
No, really early. I stayed there for weeks, dog.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, good people too, man. Great person, man.
Very good people.
Yeah, good people.
Bro, can you play me
You
something?
remember we was in Jamaica? It was that
Oh yeah.
you performed, man. I remember that one like a pimp. It was me, you, Tip. Who else was out there? That shit was crazy.
You know what
man.
I remember about that is the laws that they have in Jamaica about cursing. They still had them laws. Like I believe, like if you say something explicit in front of people, you go to jail. Yeah, and they was not playing either. They're like, hey, y'all say some nasty shit if you want to. You going to fucking jail.
I remember you were in though. That shit was hard.
And that's when I brought Jerry Smoking B out and gave him the my jersey, man. Because even to this day, man,
Wow.
I talk about the effect that Jerry Smoking B had on the city, especially our generation,
Man played a part.
bro.
I'm talking about from a DJ all the way to program director,
Right,
man.
and-
Come on. Yeah, he done put in work.
I brought him out. I had an award ceremony. It was actually my birthday party, and I had an award ceremony. And him, Rob Mack.
I just talked to Rob Mack yesterday, man.
I brought all the people out, man, who had an effect on my career and our career, who are unsung heroes.
Right.
And my mentor, Mr. Moody, says it's our responsibility to give them their flowers, man. So,
You know what? Yeah, 100.
who were some of your influences?
Man, let me see. Cause I started, man, so early, man. It was more like it was a lot of, believe it or not, man, a lot of R&B folks, man. Cause you know, like the Mayfields and the Barry Whites, you know what I mean? Cause you know, the beginning really, I wanted to sing. You know, my dad taught me how to sing back in the 70s.
hold on there.
Yeah, I get down when I feel like it now. Yeah. When I feel like it now, yeah.
You don't feel like it now?
I'm listening. I'm about to catch that shit. I'm like, okay.
All right, well, go ahead.
No.
All right, well, we got something for you.
I'm just ripping y'all up.
We got something
But
for
nah, it was more, a lot of.
Wait. Shit. Hell no, you dusty ass crackers can suck my balls. Shit, motherfucker, like hell no, you dusty ass crackers can suck my balls. Like shit, motherfucker, like hell no, you dusty ass crackers can suck my balls. Go to.
Okay.
Fuck these crackers.
I might have a bar for you.
Oh shit!
That's the laws for you. I got bars for you. I got car for you. Wide body Porsches. Even got a Benz. Something like a Beamer. Bitch, call your friend. Yeah, you know it. Got a lot of money, but I don't show it.
Shit, motherfucker, like hell no.
Nah.
You dusty ass cracker can suck my balls. Fucking crackers. Nasty ass.
Why you go?
Hey, bro. Real quick.
Oh man, I'm going through a little situation. I just thought about something too.
That's funny. Our youngster on the show, Lee, bro, like, you one of his favorite producers in the whole wide world. You were one of the reasons why I brought you here, bro.
Word.
Yeah, man.
And so it's a great opportunity for you to ask him a question, bro.
Okay.
Nah, like,
yeah,
I mean-
thank you, man.
Yeah, definitely. Like, you definitely, I always tell him, if I made an album and I had 3 producers to do it, you would be definitely one of them.
Okay.
Well, it's him, Mr. Lee,
Yep.
and who is the
Battle Cat.
Battle Cat, that's right.
Battle Cat is a beast, yeah, man. We was in a new music seminar together when we was DJ battling and shit back. Yeah, I go way back with Battle Cat.
So, like, you think, like, being that you actually, like, was DJing first, did that really help you far as production-wise?
Yeah, believe it or not, because believe it or not, honestly, it's counting, just understanding that 1, 2, 3, 4. So I used to be pop locking and shit. Me, Sleepy Brown, and the other dude named Benjamin Willer. We was in middle school. So before I even started DJing, I understood just the whole count and rhythm.
Right.
And so when I was just, all that plays a part. From DJing all the way to the beats, for sure.
Got you. So you think that's like with a lot of dudes now, like far as with even like the DJs, they don't really DJ for real. Like no
Yeah,
more.
you know what? I said I was gonna bring that shit back though. That element is definitely missing. But that's why I'm not really a DJ who will really do too many stand on the couch with hookahs. I like doing the old school because I play 80% old school music, maybe
Right.
20% new school.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? I ain't really trying to do no young sets. But most of the people who appreciate that real hip hop shit though, them the ones who wanna see some tricks and a few backspins. That's why when I be seeing how Jazzy Jeff come to town and get it, I'm like, man, I'm missing out. Hold on, like I want to see that.
Yeah.
So
I got that times 10.
What,
you know
what do you mean by standing on the couch with hookahs? I don't understand that.
Man, just a regular old boy. You already know that swagged out era, man. You know, yeah, man. No more, hey, no more slow dancing. You can't slow dance with a woman. And
No dancing, period.
no
these
dancing,
days.
period.
No shooting.
Yeah,
No
man.
bottles.
Yeah, man. Super Bowl weekend, I ain't gonna lie, I don't really hang out. I really had a chance to really see what the real scene is about. I was real disappointed, man. Everybody was just standing
But you know what I
with
think,
their
though,
cameras
bro?
and shit, like
Yep.
groupies. Yeah.
This
It's
is
the
something I
Instagram
think,
moment.
though. I think part of the problem is, and Lee was the one who actually taught me this, bro. We started hustling so much that we didn't have an opportunity to properly usher in the next generation. And our kids are a direct reflection of what we did or did not teach them. So, like, that's what I try to do now, bro, is like I try to show, like, I don't talk about what other people do. I just show them, okay, well, look at this.
Right.
Think about this. Try this. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And get in the studio with them. Like, work with them. Like, I got this thing that I'm doing right now. It's actually a secret. There's people just starting to find out about it now. I'm going to each city, finding, like, the hottest unsung hero that's, like, from the age of 15 to, like, 24.
I just left from Seattle doing something similar.
Right, getting in the studio and working with the kids. Because, like, even I told a young kid, he from Alabama, I told him, like, bro, you gonna have to rap on beat with me.
Right.
Like, I understand what you do. I understand that's your swag. But with me, you gonna have to slide.
some rhythm, bro.
I call it slide it over to the, you gotta slide over to the left a little bit, homie. You know what I'm saying? Slide that Pro Tools over a little bit to the left.
And we ain't gonna depend on Pro Tools. You gotta do this shit right in the booth.
Slide
nigga.
that shit
Like,
over, man.
Yeah.
Right.
Because it make you wonder how you gonna perform
That's
it
what we
live
do.
at that point, you know?
That's the difference. Can you explain the difference between
Yes, it's a big difference,
a producer
man.
and a beat maker?
You got a beat maker. You literally make the beat, you create the music, but then you have a producer. Because even back in the days when you read credits, you used to say produced by Quincy Jones, but music by whoever, Rod Temple and whoever. But they used to separate that. But then now people kind of get it misconstrued. We say, oh, he's the producer. Nah, he created the music. But production is when you really are there from beginning to end. You know what type of, this song needs a
got
singing
vision,
hook.
right.
Yeah, the whole vision. You know, obviously, I even sit in on the mix. Mastering too, if I feel like, if I'm in that city, just to learn some
so
shit.
it's funny because a lot of people may not know that mastering is the last part of the music where you bring everything up to industry standards. Bro, it was crazy. What now? A lot of mastering plants don't let you sit in.
Yeah, I heard they done got a little stingy.
Yeah,
with
they ain't got stingy
What you
with
think it is? They don't want nobody to see their plug-ins or some shit?
No, bro. I think a lot of people lazy. You know what I'm saying? Because
okay.
with me, I had to tell somebody, like, and I'm having to get away from this. I look at music like it's my child.
Why not?
I'm gonna walk my child all the way through the process until I gotta let it go.
Amen.
So I'm gonna give my child as much as I possibly can to make sure, because once it's just like your child. Once you release them to that world, they on their own. Ain't shit you can do about it.
And I'm gonna tell you, and that's what's going on now with this era. Is like, we in that okay, send us the stems. Okay, boom, and you gonna mix it. Hold on, there's some shit I wanted to do to it. You know, after the vocals are laid. You know what I mean? It's certain things that you may want to say. Okay, that was a Rolling Phantom bass. I want a real bass on this. But next thing you know, we done got it mixed, and it's about to come out next week.
I'm proud that some of them getting it mixed. That a lot of folks ain't even mixing that shit. They doing dry mixes from the engineer and then throwing that shit out.
Wow.
Shout out to Corey. Yo, we call Corey Dirtbag Corey, but Corey is actually one of the top mixers on this planet.
Corey, yeah, Corey, okay.
One of the top mixers
Definitely.
on this fucking planet. And I'm actually honored that you're part of this. And I want to tell y'all a quick...
Corey been putting in work.
I'm going to tell y'all a quick secret. Corey looked like he 12 years old.
Nah.
But Corey was like one of my first engineers when I started working at Patchwork. That's why I brought him back. Corey's like, I don't do this shit no more, dog. But one thing that I want to say about Corey, and the reason why I'm bringing Corey up, and I shouldn't really get his secret away, but we are mixing the podcast as if it's a song.
Oh, that's dope.
So like when you listen to the music,
I noticed that.
It's that shit is bumping for fucking
I never
real.
had to turn my computer up super loud or run it through the speakers whenever you're on. That shit, I could tell it's very engineered.
At the end
of production. Yeah.
At the end of it, I want this to be an experience.
Okay.
Both from a visual standpoint, a musical standpoint, and I want people to feel a certain way when they hear, anything that we do. Because I think one of the things that they did psychologically to us is they connected low quality, being lazy with our people when that's not the case. We the hardest working motherfuckers on this planet. And I want people to be able to tell the difference between our podcast and anybody else's podcast on this planet.
I'm going to tell you, just think, if you excuse me, if you look at some old pictures from the 70s and 80s,
Right.
home speakers used to look like that, bro.
Yeah, that's-
like monitors. They were huge. Now that shit done shrunk down to little ear pods. You just kind of like,
Shit, I had one in the back
people
of my
really
car.
don't even appreciate the true feeling of music anymore. Like nobody don't want to really invest money into a real speaker system in their crib. You know what I mean?
And it be like so much stuff you be
And that shit's
missing out
important.
when you
Yeah,
listening
bro.
to it.
Yeah.
So, Toomp,
Like it. Oh, go ahead.
is there an artist or a producer that you're excited about right now?
Is there an artist or a producer that I'm excited about? I would say, as far as a new artist, I'm definitely. I'm a Drake fan. I love what Drake does. As far as it's a new artist, fresh. I would say the Baby. I like what he does, and him and his producer, they got a
They got a feeling that I've never heard before.
some of that Carolina shit, and I like it. You know,
I
it's
don't know what
Southern.
it
You
is.
can hear the
It-
Southern,
yeah.
but it's their shit.
It's their shit,
And,
right.
and whenever I hear somebody who come in and change the game and give it another little cadence or another bounce, I give props. You know what I mean? Because it seems like it's been the same thing for a while. You know, and he brought something different. His flow. You know what I mean? Real confident dude.
Somebody that
bad, man.
no, it's all
should've been
good,
put
bro.
this shit
Answer the
up.
phone and put it up to the mic.
Nah. I know what it's about. I gotta.
Oh shit, son!
Yeah, man. They say. Yeah. man.
Oh shit, son!
Somebody told me some white boy stole my 300ZX off my property. and I'm trying to figure that shit out.
Dirty ass,
Yeah, that's my
motherfucking
homeboy.
crack. Call him a
I
cracker.
think, no, I ain't gonna call him that. Yeah, but they
He stole your shit?
You know what, man?
Dirty ass motherfucking cracker.
Dirty motherfucker.
Say cracker though. It feel good. Man, it's wonderful to be in a place where you can actually be yourself. Can I show you how much we ourselves? What do you eat with soup?
With soup?
Yeah, like what helps you eat soup?
Not helps you, but what you eat with it? What you typically eat with soup?
Crackers.
Yeah! Hey! You know what? Let's welcome him home. Let's welcome him home. Hold on a second. Crackers and black monkey niggas. We coming for you, cracker. We coming for you, cracker. We want our CX back, you nasty ass cracker. Yep. Push your button, dude.
That shit sound like the end of a movie. I swear to God it did.
You have your own. I have mine.
Okay. I'll eat.
Yeah, man.
So, Toomp, the purpose of today's show is Atlanta. Bro, how do you feel about the effect that Atlanta has had on the planet now, bro? Like, this is the #1 place for all genres of music, with the exception of country music and film.
Honestly, man, thankfully, you know, for me being born in '69 and being born in Houston Medical
Hold
Center.
on, wait, what year you were born?
'69. You already know, boy. And I came right at the right time.
What month?
August 2nd, Leo.
A month older than you.
Yep. Okay.
Oh, you were born in That's why you.
That's why I'm so
Where you from?
disgusted.
Where you from originally?
Gainesville, Florida.
Okay. Cool. So, from being born in '69, I'm just glad to be able to say I saw 8 tracks, cassettes, wax, and all this shit. Every form of music the way it could have been heard. You know, black and white TVs, all that shit. So, but just with the memory that I have, you know, it's like Atlanta has been the shit for a while. From Brick, Cameo, Gene Corn, Lone List. Man,
Cameo.
we could keep going. You know, Curtis Mayfield, he moved out here.
Oh, girl.
Millie Jackson, Brick, you know what I mean?
Oh, girl.
So it's then, so it's like if we had the same labels that everybody else had access to, like in New York and LA, they could all these 5 different labels to choose from. If we had that back in the 70s and 80s, oh man, we would have been the capital. We would have ran this shit long time ago. That's why when LaFace came here, so much changed. It made such an impact. So, I mean, we create some of the dopest dances, the slang, the style, how we kick it. You know, everybody rocking A hats. You know, you see folks with New York hats, you see folks with LA hats, but there's more people with A hats. You know what I mean? There you go. Bam. There you go. The Braves. And you got folks who don't even like the Falcons, but they like to wear the apparel. So it's like, you know, all the merchandise.
Hey, bro,
So-
what I heard a really, I heard a really mean joke, dog.
Oh shit!
This is the meanest joke I've heard in probably 3 years. Dude said that he was pulled over by a policeman, and he hadn't done nothing. And he was like, "What the fuck did I do?" He was like, "Don't worry about it. Take this motherfucking ticket." And he gave him a Falcons ticket.
Damn. That's funny.
Yeah, that's a dirty shit. I ain't been fucking with them for a while.
What can they? Because me and Lee actually talked about this preparing. Because Lee played football at a high level. Like,
Okay.
This is what I believe, and I'm serious about this. Anywhere I live, I try to make that team be in my top teams because one of the things we're gonna talk about when Ken comes in is people owe this city. Like, motherfuckers come here talking shit about where they from. If where you from so fucking good, go back there.
Yeah.
So, like, I like to support. Like, even with the Hawks,
I had straight a lot of New York people back in the day.
I told I was gonna do marketing with and help the Hawks, and one of the things I told them is like the city, the team is supposed to reflect the city.
Right.
Atlanta is an entertainment mecca, dude. We need us a Dominique. We need somebody in there to bring people in there. We need show.
But you know what? It seems like Atlanta's scared to have real superstars, though. It's been like that for a while.
Why? Because you think the city?
For basketball and football, it seems like whenever they get somebody who really is about to become that star, boom, they end up trading them or some other shit pop off. You know, like some dog type shit might pop off. Anything.
Nah, that's what I thought they got scared of. They got situations. That big thing that scared the Falcons all the way.
Where they scared to have real
opinion?
stars now. Hey man, but it was something you were talking about earlier. I was about to go back to.
What I was saying is that it is all of our responsibility. Every show that I do, as much as we have fun and we joke, I am trying to drive home a point. And one of the points has been that I even give you an example. I am one of the only artists on this planet who didn't have to lie about where they from. Atlanta, y'all are such good people that y'all loved Mississippi and y'all was proud. Only thing Atlanta dudes have ever asked from anybody is respect the city. Don't bring in, Atlanta folks have always don't bring in gang violence in here. If you hustle, you can hustle. We don't care what you do. Just respect the city. It's always been like an old feeling. Like Big Gip is a good example about that. Him talking about on Goody Mob, like pick the paper up out of the yard. Like, and I just believe so many people come here and suck away from the resources but don't give back. Like in ABV in our company, I have a 35% law that I'm implementing once I start making major movies, that 35% of every position in my company they have to have an a Georgia driver's license. The grips, the makeup, hair, whatever, because you have to find a way to give back to the people. Because I even noticed on the movie side, a lot of the people that work here, they be the same people that come from New York and from LA.
And that's what everybody was wondering what was going to happen as far as the whole move with Tyler Perry, which I am definitely proud of that, brother. But within that area though, that's a real rough part of town to a certain degree, and that's the West End and the whole Oakland City. So it's kind of like, all right, is it really strictly gonna have to be people that's into the Hollywood? It's got to be some available jobs somewhere, on those grounds, either whether it's yard maintenance or whatever. Like, you should hire some of the folks in that community, I'm thinking.
And that'll keep you safe.
Yeah, definitely. They was throwing cocktails at his old one, the one across from Greenbrier. Yeah, they threw a few Molotovs over there. Yeah. I don't know who he made upset, but I don't think he had that problem this time, though.
So, Toomp, let me ask you a question. What are some of the suggestions that you think, when you have people, because Atlanta has now become a place of hope and a shining beacon of light. What would you like to see from people when they come here?
Man, honestly, I would love for Atlanta really to become that city to where everybody oh man, you go to LA, the shit can pop off. You go to New York, some shit can pop off. Miami became that city at one point, but now, I think right now, that with the balance of film, music, and the whole entertainment as far as television and whatnot. One thing I would say that will take our city to the next level, I think we need a late night show, man, to compete with Jimmy Kimmel and the rest of them guys. We need that shit, right? But it's got to be a a neutral host or hostess who can great interviewer who got some jokes.
It's already coming.
Yeah, that's what we looking for.
That's what this was the precursor.
Yeah.
To a late night show, because what I said is there's no way for people to check in.
Yeah.
If you go to New York, you gotta go to the Breakfast Club.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, we missing that.
You gotta go see Big Boy. Like, there has to be a place where people have to check in, and then through checking in, there's certain things that you gotta do.
Do y'all think Atlanta really understands its greatness and its position in entertainment right now? Because I kind of look at Atlanta like the continent of Africa. Like, those Africans didn't really understand when every other race was coming in and pillaging them for their resources and taking it back home and leaving those folks with nothing. You got brothers over there right now mining gold, diamonds, and cocoa beans and the things that make the iPhones run for pennies, bro. And in some places, they paying them with liquor and making billions of dollars. Atlanta is like that. I think if the city really seized its power, y'all got the entertainment industry on lock.
We definitely got it, and you are 100% right, because I've said this on numerous occasions that people have come to our city and out-hustled us.
That's not cool.
To further than we should have taken it. You know what I mean? You know, it took for Mona Scott to come over here and start Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, end up being the best Love and Hip Hop of all.
Franchise, yeah.
Most successful, what is it, with all the females, with Candy and them. The most successful one is Atlanta.
More the Love and Hip Hop.
But it took for somebody outside, just like it took LA and Babyface and them to come down here and fire this bitch up. Which all this talent has been here, but yeah, you're right. And it has been one of those cities to where it take an outside source to really fire our shit up, and it's really
right now Atlanta can call some shots right now. They got some leverage.
Because what it is I would say it's kind of like a southern thing, and it's not under the umbrella of laziness. We get hella comfortable. We southern
too
folks.
Fucking kind.
We hella kind. We open. You know, see, when the Detroit hustlers came down. Boom, they showed respect. A few of the New York hustlers back in the 80s when they came, it was a lot of fighting going on. When the Miami guys came here, it was a little lightweight war. But I done seen different cliques from the hustlers to even the music folks come here, and they always get love, you know what I mean? But a lot of folks, the ones who come down here with the wrong attitude, yeah, we shut it down.
Yeah. So this is what I want to say. I want to finish this conversation, bro. I want you and Ken to come back at the same time, because there's some historical references. Because I definitely want to talk about Maynard Jackson.
For sure.
I want to talk. Ken told me a story about Atlanta, man, and maybe we need to bring in some of the old hustlers about how, and I thought this was so powerful, and I'm going to let Ken tell it, but how the Atlanta hustlers told Martin Luther King to take that integration shit somewhere else. Don't bring that. That was the reason why Martin Luther King didn't speak that much in Atlanta. Because they said, bro, you're going to kill the black businesses.
Yeah, a lot of folks felt that way.
And he didn't know that he was doing it, because later on he told Harry Belafonte, I think I've integrated.
He admitted that shit later on. Yeah, he did.
And so what I'm finding out is that the street aspect of Atlanta, the strip club, talking about the strip club, the Blue Flame, and how the Blue Flame was instrumental in making sure that black mayors stayed in power. And one of the reasons why the Blue Flame is still open to this day. There are a lot of connections. Like, I study the places that I'm from, because
you got Mike Cato, then he got his old man who was definitely the guy. You know what I mean?
Because I always tell people, man, Atlanta wanted to see Mississippi progress. Atlanta wanted to see me. They loved the way that I loved and I respected the city, man. And I will forever be indebted to Atlanta, and I appreciate y'all. Listen.
You blended in perfect, man.
What message would you want to give in closing to, and not even from a music, if it's from music, that's fine, but just a level of wisdom as we leave out to the kids?
Definitely kids. Whether you're an athlete, whether you're an inventor, a producer, anything under the umbrella as far as, your skill or a gift that you may have, accustomed to, or you've grown into, take time and research the greats, people who are great at what you're learning, what you're getting into. Because you have a lot of kids who say they want to get into the music business, or you want to get into whatever type of business, but when you go to the house, you don't see not one book on the shelf based on what you want your career to be on. So I'm thinking a lot of kids are really just caught up in they say they have dreams, but they don't understand how to get them the right way, because they don't really take time. Like, we study the greats. Like, we know words to all the old school rap
Still
records.
studying, right?
You know what I mean? And still studying to this day. But a lot of these kids, man, they not even fans of people no more. We had LL on our walls without thinking it was some gay shit. Airbnb and Rakim. Now this new generation, they think they too cool to even be a fan. So it's kind of like, that's kind of, if you got a problem even being a fan of somebody, it's like, damn, well, that's somebody you look up to. So that means you not even taking time to really study how they even made it.
Or the ability to even go and talk to them. Be like, yo, bro, like when you dealt with this company, what happened, you know?
And they think they too cool to even step with that. A lot of cats like us, definitely, whenever I could go to a conference and people ask the basic shit, but it may be that one or two students or whatever who might just ask me a question. We'll be like, you know what? Let me get your information. I can tell you trying to make some shit happen. You know what I mean? So I'm just, just do your research, study the greats, man. Stop, just thinking that it's all about you. Like I say, from athletes. That Kobe Bryant interview where he was talking about how he just watched all the Jordan moves and kept watching basketball games to where he just learned all the type moves, what not to do, and became great, So
okay, well,
study the grades, young.
In closing,
nobody's perfect, and nobody deserves to be perfect. Nobody has it easy. Everybody has issues. Nowadays, you never know what people are going through. So pause before you start judging, criticizing, or mocking others. Everybody is fighting their own unique wars. There will be times in your life when you have to choose between being loved or being respected. Always pick respected. Love without respect is not true love. But respect can grow into love, real, lasting love.
The David Banner Podcast.